Early risers, get ready because we got a wild ride ahead. With the wind howling and wildfires blazing, it's one of those days where you feel the intensity in the air. Let's dive into the action from last night in Los Angeles, where the Lakers faced a must-win Game 5 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. With their playoff lives on the line, LeBron James and his squad came out with everything they had, but the journey ended in disappointment. From the opening tip, it was clear that the Lakers were struggling to keep up. LeBron, ever the dynamic force, played with energy, attacking the rim and elevating his game in ways only he can. But as the game wore on, disaster struck. The injury to Luka made a significant impact, leaving the Lakers already on the back foot. As halftime approached, the Timberwolves held a comfortable 10-point lead, thanks in no small part to Rudy Gobert, who played the game of his life. Gobert finished with an astonishing 27 points and 24 rebounds, dominating in ways few could have anticipated. But that wasn't all. Julius Randle, known for his toughness and physicality, continued to battle, though the Lakers' efforts fell short against Minnesota's intensity. Anthony Edwards, despite an off night with only 15 points, hit a key three-pointer that pushed the Timberwolves' lead back to 6, a critical moment in the game. The Lakers' attempt to claw their way back was thwarted in the fourth quarter as the Timberwolves' defense held firm and the clock ticked down on the Lakers' season. With that, it was over. The Lakers' quest for another championship faltered, and Minnesota advanced to the next round. For the Lakers, the questions loom large. LeBron James, a legend who's been to the NBA Finals countless times, reflected on the disappointment. He acknowledged that every season without a Finals appearance or championship is a letdown for him. It's the same off-season of disappointment and unfulfillment, he said, recognizing that his window to win another title is narrowing. He also admitted that both he and the team didn't play to their potential. He gave credit to the Timberwolves, calling them the better team over the course of the series. The Lakers simply couldn't rise to the occasion when it mattered most. This morning, as we digest the fallout, it's clear that the Lakers' roster was always flawed. Despite a late-season surge that saw them climb to the third seed in the West, the cracks were visible. The Lakers were far from the juggernaut many had hoped for after the trades and additions, and their journey to the playoffs was a tough one. LeBron and Luka did their best to make it work, but in the end, the Timberwolves exposed the Lakers' weaknesses. Rudy Gobert, often criticized for his perceived limitations, turned into an unstoppable force, reminding everyone why he's a perennial all-star. His 27 points and 24 rebounds were not just career highs. They were a declaration that he was ready to lead his team. The Lakers simply had no answer. As the game wore on, it became evident that despite their talent, the Lakers couldn't stop the Minnesota big man. Much has been said about the Lakers roster, and rightfully so. The decision to pass on a trade for a starting center in February, opting instead for a more narrow path to success, ultimately backfired. Their lack of size and athleticism was glaring throughout the series. The Lakers couldn't match the Timberwolves' toughness or physicality, and it cost them dearly. Despite LeBron's leadership and flashes of brilliance from role players, the Lakers were left scrambling. Coaching decisions also played a role in the Lakers' demise. Head coach J.J. Redick made some questionable choices during the series, including sticking with an untested player, Maxi Kleber, over a more experienced option in critical moments. His decision to go with an unproven lineup in the second half of a playoff game came under heavy scrutiny. While Redick's leadership has been a topic of debate, it was clear that the Lakers didn't have the depth or cohesion needed to compete at the highest level. Looking at the roster, it's easy to see where the Lakers fell short. Austin Reeves, one of the team's bright spots during the regular season, struggled mightily in the playoffs. His performance was lackluster, and despite the Timberwolves' defense, he failed to step up when the team needed him most. Luka, though injured and sick during parts of the series, was far from the player we saw lead his team to the finals last year. And then there was LeBron. Though he put up solid numbers, he showed signs of wear and tear, looking fatigued and showing the effects of age as the series wore on. The Lakers needed all three of their stars to perform at an elite level, but none of them were able to consistently do so. But the biggest takeaway from last night's game was the identity of the teams. The Minnesota Timberwolves showed what they're made of They were tougher, more physical, and played with a sense of urgency that the Lakers could not match. As much as LeBron and the Lakers tried to make a contest, the Timberwolves were relentless. They out-toughed, out-rebounded, and out-muscled the Lakers, showcasing the gritty style of basketball that has defined their playoff run. This wasn't a matter of missed shots or bad luck. The Lakers were simply outclassed in every department. Their inability to stop Rudy Gobert, their lack of perimeter defense, and the absence of a true game-changer off the bench sealed their fate. The Timberwolves, led by Gobert, punished the Lakers for their weaknesses, sending them home in just 5 games. The Lakers' season has ended, but the questions will persist. How can they retool for next year? What's the future for LeBron and his aging body? And most importantly, will they be able to build a roster capable of contending for another championship? For now, the Timberwolves move on, and the Lakers will have to regroup, reflect, and hope for better days ahead.